Today, I'm going to expose the tricks developer use to fake sprint progress. And this is not just theory. I will share real stories from Scrum Masters who have actually seen this happen. Even I have personally faced this situation in real projects. Friends, if you are a Scrum Master, project managers, or developer, stay till the end because I will not only reveal these tricks but also tell you how to catch them before it's too late. And friends, this is not to target anyone but to reveal the truth. Fake progress hurts the entire team and we must identify it before it damages our project. And friends, please hit like if you have ever seen this happen in your team. And please comment dev for part 2 and share this with your team, colleague or other Scrum Masters. Let's stop fake progress. And now let's dive in and expose these hidden tricks. The very first one is last minute commit. So some developers stay silent all the sprint and then suddenly they dump all the huge commits right before the sprint review. So no time for proper code review. So everything get merged blindly. Now the pull request is too big. Nobody wants to review 3000 line of code at once. As a Scrum Master, you can spot this by asking direct questions like, can you walk us through the changes before merging, or why there has no progress visible before this commit? There are some practical solutions. First, you have to use GitHub or GitLab Analytics to track commit patterns. Look for spikes in activity right before the sprint review. Second, set the commit limit. So no single commit should have more than 500 lines without prior review. Next, check the branch activity. So if a developer worked in isolation without pushing the incremental commit, please investigate. And the last one is introduce mid-sprint check-ins where developer must commit their work regularly. The next one is never-ending story. So every day a developer say almost done, yet the task never moves to done. When asked, they always claim that they are just a few minor changes which is left. As a Scrum Master, catch this by asking, can you show us what is done so far? What is blocking you exactly? Show me the error log. Can you show me what you have working right now? Or what is the exact remaining work? Can you list the task? Or tasks are truly 90% done. If they are claiming, then can another developer should able to finish the last 10% without your involvement, right? So ask all these kind of questions and that will definitely help you as a Scrum Master. And if a task drag too long, schedule a code walkthrough to verify the progress. There are a few practical fixes which you can implement. For example, you can set the WIP limit, the work in progress limit. So no task should be in progress for more than a sprint for sure. Enforce some smaller user stories. So no single task take more than 3 to 4 days. Use your JIRA, Azure DevOps cycle time reports to identify the stories that are stuck in progress for too long time. And of course, implement the sprint review checks in where developer must demo their unfinished work even if it's incomplete. So that is definitely going to help you. The next one is fake collaboration. So there are some developers who love to talk in daily Scrum calls. They give long explanation, they have very strong opinion, but they have a zero pull requests, no code reviews, and nothing visible. So they always volunteer for discussions, but they never write actual code. So catch this by asking, can you show us your last commit? Or what was the last issue you solved in a code? If they struggle to answer, something is wrong. How you can fix it? Again, check the GitHub or GitLab activity. Look for developers who have long gaps between the commits and encourage the peer reviews. Make it mandatory for your each developer to review at least 2 pull requests per sprint. Use peer programming. So if someone avoid writing code, pair them with another developer and observe their contribution. And of course, you can use some code ownership tools like Code Sense to see which developer actually contribute to the different parts of the code base. So that's definitely going to help you. The next one is overcomplication escape. So a simple task suddenly turns into a long research project for these kind of people. Their favorite excuse, I need to explore more options. They never commit because they are always looking for the best solution. So in one of the project, a front-end developer need to change a button color, and 1 week later, they were still researching best UI libraries. Can you believe it? Yes, but it's actually happened. So as a Scrum Master, challenge this by asking what are the top 3 solutions which you have found so far? Can we implement the one now? Or how much longer with this research going to take? Can you give us some kind of deadlines, right? So the solution is time box your research. So as a team, you have to give a fixed time. It can be 2 days, it can be 3 days, and ask them to share their finding with all the team members. And then again decide if they need more time. Ask the team what do you think about it, whether the developer is going in a right direction. Other thing is you have to force MVP demos. So even an incomplete version must be shown to prevent the endless delays. Next is you have to track the branches and the PR status in a GitHub or in a GitLab. If someone has an open branch with a zero commit, it's a problem. It's a signal that there is a problem. And of course, you have to ask your developer to submit some kind of documentation from their research. That will ensure that they are not just delaying the task. The next one is disappearing act. It means sometimes some developers say that I am blocked, but they never ask for any sort of help. They do not escalate issues and they just sit and wait. And when you are going to ask, they will blame dependency, but they never take action. So catch this by asking, who have you asked for help? Show me the conversation. And if there is no proof, then they are not going to actually trying to unblock themselves. So some fixes you can track blocker in a JIRA or Azure DevOps. If a task is blocked for more than 24 hours, take some action. Use your Slack or team channels for blocker resolution. Every blocker should be documented and encourage a proactive problem solving. So if someone is blocked, they must suggest at least like 1 or 2 alternative solutions. And of course, offer your help. Maybe that developer is new and they are struggling to find some help, right? So please, as a Scrum Master, you can always offer your help. The next one is partial demos. This is pretty common, pretty insane, like people keep on using it. So they show only the UI, but they never show the functionality. So they avoid letting other to interact with that particular feature. So for example, in a sprint review, they demo a login page, but they never enter the credentials. So this feature looks ready, but when tested, it crashes, right? So as a Scrum Master, catch this by asking, can I test this myself right now? Show me how it handles errors. Some practical fixes, implement a live demo rule. So every feature must be tested live before being considered done. Use automated UI test in CI/CD pipeline to verify the basic functionality before demos day. Require your developer to create some test cases and show them as a part of your demo. Introduce user story acceptance criteria that ensure a feature cannot be marked done unless it meets a functionality and testable standards. So if I have to summarize very quickly, you have to track commit history. So check who is contributing regularly. Second, ask specific questions. So no vague answers, only real proof. Third, review work mid-sprint. So do not wait until the last day. Fourth, time box your research and blocker. So no endless waiting. And fifth, verify demo. So if you have seen all these fake progress, please share this video. Let us stop fake work together. And please comment there for part 2. I will come up with a part 2 with more example. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure that everything is functional. Bye bye and see you in the next video. Thank you everyone.